You gotta watch your friends, you gotta watch me. They connive and shit. I just, baby, I want you. Let's go, let's go. Oh, Magical Family, where you been at, man? Come on, man. Where the hell have you been? I've been cussing you, man. Where have you been, man? We've made some moves, man. I don't know if you've been checking, but let me tell you something. We made some good moves, brother. And we've been looking for. He's like, where Magical Family at? We finally, have we have remember we wanted spokespersons for the Pussycat Facts report. We finally came up with the way to make that happen. And we using AI. Magical Family, you will be proud to know. Let me show you, bro. You will be proud to see what we did with the Pussycat. Look at this. Let me show you what we did with the Pussycat Facts report. Check this out. So we decided to go AI with the Pussycat Facts report, right? And then we had HD Live. He wanted to put it on his channel. He knows how to do the TikTok. He know how to do the TikTok stuff. So we made a TikTok, and then I went and put together the AI stuff. Because we always wish we could get some people to help us. So I went and made the AI stuff with the Pussycat Facts report, right? And the man put the video up yesterday, the new one we did. The shit got 1,300 views. So we got 1,300 more people that's aware of the Pussycat Facts report. Okay. Then we got the other video that got 942 views. So as we was our own little private sector over here, we have expanded, and we can say 2,000 people have seen the Pussycat Facts report. You believe that shit? You believe that shit, son? 2,000 people have seen the Pussycat Facts report. We know that our channel over here, they shadow ban, whatever. We don't get growth. But we took it to TikTok with some AI, okay? And we got 2,000 people. Nobody's commenting or anything like that. We don't expect it. But yeah, man. So look at what I did with the AI.
I want you women to know why the Pussycat Facts report is solid gold. These men have stopped playing with you women all the way. What you gonna say now? The Pussycat Facts report is based on how you have carried yourself and your box. You women cannot hide. Take the Pussycat Facts report challenge with me. Who is down? You all. What can you women do now? Huh? What did the Queen Maker tell you? I already know women can't handle this truth. Now, men don't care if your legs are closed. You have to prove that box you got is good enough. Now you have to decenter men. They have decentered you. I first came to help you, but you don't want help. You want to be babied, right? These men are cutting deep. I want.
Yeah. So I did that with AI. You understand? I put the Queen Maker as one of our spokespersons. You understand? So we just been, think tanking it up. Brother's been giving me ideas. No, use that person. Once I did the AI stuff, and we're coming up with, these little storylines and everything. And hey,
Hey, TikTok. I don't think me and Sharon are gonna be friends anymore. We ran this thing called the Pussycat Facts Report on each other. I apparently scored a 40, and she scored a 70. And the higher you score in the Pussycat Facts Report, the worst off your box is. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. I didn't know she was going to get upset. I mean, I've never had an abortion. I've never taken birth control for 5 to 10 years. I've never done some of the things that she's done. My Pussycat Facts Report scored lower. I mean, I didn't think it was a big deal, but she's beautiful when she was upset that she scored high.
There you have it. So we're making different sort of TikToks with the AI that tell stories about the Pussycat Facts Report, endorsements of the Pussycat Facts Report, all sorts of shit, brother. We was like, where's Magical Family? We're stepping up. It was crazy.
Ladies Men went and created this thing, PCF Report. If your box ain't right, don't score right. They looking for the women who scores better than you. My box scored low, so I'm good. Quality women are winning right now.
Gang. The Pussycat Facts Report is lit, gang. You get these questions answered, gang. I can find a woman with a better PCF. Score than you, honey? You done. Gang, gang.
I did my research. These sisters do not want you to know who is better box. This does it. I always wondered, how is it every woman has good box? They don't. Guys, get this Pussycat Facts Report. It saves.
There you go, guys. There you go, Magical Family. I mean, I done put mad videos together. Then today we was doing a think tank. We use this channel now for think tanking and strategy. So today we came up with Shira 7. And I had I said, oh shit, we did Shira 7, B Simone. So, and then I came up with Danica Marie. Look, everybody's gonna be our spokesperson. I did lead attorney. Where lead attorney at? Let me go to my page. I did lead attorney.
Guys, it's your boy. My buddy told me he ran.
Yo, thank you, brother. Thank you. That was one of our favorites. Yeah, Magical Family is not a game. That was like we coming up with the stories, the testimonies. It's very exciting, man, because we was always wondering how could we get this shit out, you know? So, yeah, the one with the girl, that's one of my favorite ones. She's telling the story on how her and her girlfriend was having a fun playing the game, and the other girl box scored higher. And she got mad because she looked better than the girl that was telling the story. The girl was like, she's a beautiful girl. She shouldn't have nothing to worry about. She was like, yeah. She said, yo, she's a beautiful girl. I don't know why she mad.
Hey, TikTok. I don't think me and Sharon are going to be friends anymore. We ran this thing called the Pussycat Facts Report on each other. I apparently scored a 40, and she scored a 70. And the higher you score in the Pussycat Facts Report, the worst off your box is. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. I didn't know she was going to get upset. I mean, I've never had an abortion. I've never taken birth control for 5 to 10 years. I've never done some of the things that she's done. My Pussycat Facts Report scored lower. I mean, I didn't think it was a big deal, but she's beautiful when she was upset that she scored high.
Yeah, the other girl was upset.
Guys, it's your boy. My buddy told me he ran the Pussycat Facts Report on a highly desired love interest. Her Pussycat Facts Report was not the best. He went from wanting to marry this woman to keeping it simple. He believes that he wants a family, so he said he will keep her at a safe distance. The Pussycat Facts Report somehow had him tell the future, but he knows what he wants. He told me without this information, he could have walked into a ditch. Luckily for him, he has the Pussycat Faye Report. Get yours today, guys.
He said Faye Report at the end, but you know, it's whatever. Like I said, I'm using these niggas, man. And it is what it is.
I'm 22 now, but since then, since I was 15, I always had in the back of my head, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna have kids? Amanda's gonna want to be with me if I'm not gonna be able to have kids. And I'm so jealous, y'all. I'm so jealous. I say that with every kind piece in my body. Like
I told you all of. You think you can just throw box at these men and they was just going to buy it forever? Huh? Now they want to know what they are paying for. Prove your box, take the Pussycat Facts Report, and let's see if other boxes are better than yours.
So that was a quick one. That was a quick one. Like I said, when it comes to this AI stuff, I'm dealing with the free plan, so you're kind of limited or whatever the case is. But we're doing good. We're doing good work, man. I figured you would have been proud of us. We got 1,342. Now, I don't have any subscribers on mine. I just made this TikTok right here. But look, with the 6 subscribers we have, and we only drop what, 4 or 5 videos, we got 132 and 119 and 73 with no followers. So, you know, we're just working it out, pimp. We're just working that game out, man. I figured you would be pretty happy to see we was making moves with that. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing, brother. No. But as far as the class is concerned, the class is horrible. I must admit. Sometimes I go too far because I don't want to turn brothers off from the box. So the class that I do have set up was pretty rough. It was a Friday night class. That's why I'm glad you showed up. I can have a lighter approach. But let's start with a prayer.
Eat, but I broke in the sense of spiritually, like I was fatigued and tired. But before I get into this episode, I want you guys to do this with me. Close your eyes.
Every time I hit a bottleneck, I build a new AI employee to crush it. I used to say that I had one AI
Taking 3 deep breaths. I have my humidifier going. I have essential oils on my hand, peppermint, lavender. The way I am trying to make you guys feel is how I feel right now in this season, in this day, in this week. A little slower. I feel more grounded. Breathe. Breathe. What are you feeling right now? Is it anger? Is it feeling unseen? Is it resentment? Is it bitterness? Is it sadness? Is it fatigue? Is it burnout? Are you tired of being the strong Black woman? Is it jealousy? Is it envy? Is it being impatient in the waiting season? What are you feeling right now? Acknowledge your feelings and it's going to be okay.
Yeah, you have it, players. We are fucked up. If these are the voices, we are fucked up, man. Damn. They done tore our ladies up, man. I'm sorry, man. Like, if that's what you got to go through to feel good, you got to be messed up.
Listen later, come back. But listen when you can relax. Let's sit in it. Like, it's a lot going on in my life, so I get it. And I wanted to talk about this because I know there are so many other women that feel the same thing. But we got to give ourselves grace, you guys. Like, it's okay. It's okay to say I'm tired. It's okay to say I don't want to be strong right now. It's okay to say I've been doing all the right things. You're checking off all the boxes. I've been praying. I've been meditating. I've been waiting. I've been patient. I feel like I've been a good person. I've been kind. My heart is pure. I've been doing all the things. I've been fasting. I've been doing, and you still feel stuck. It's okay, baby.
If that's what we got to deal with as Black men, because they're only speaking for themselves, but that shit is projected to a man. If we got to deal with all that shit, we are fucked up. And y'all know we got to deal with it. So y'all know we fucked up. Isn't it? It's not a game. See, because everybody has something to say about the ratchet and the ghetto. This is supposed to be non-ratchet, non-ghetto, right? This person, right? And the jobs and the money was supposed to make these better people, right? Not so worried, not so tired. Not so stressed, right? That was what it was supposed to do. That's what the jobs and the independence and the money was supposed to do.
It's okay. I want you to relax and just take this all in and listen to this episode with a heart of gratitude for all the things that you do have and an open heart to receive all the things that God has coming, because they're coming. There's so many things in my life, you guys, that I thought I would have or I would be further than I am right now. I still don't have it. I thought I would be married with kids right now. I thought I would be a wife right now.
There you go, guys. There you go. We thought that the earning potential the independence, and the liberty, at least in theory, what Martin Luther King and them wanted, was going to propel our community to be stronger, more together, and, you know, competing, economically competing with family units and a community that sticks together, spends with one another, open up businesses, just everything that they thought. Everything they thought is out. You know what I'm saying? Everything. And we starting with the basic stuff that don't cost nothing. How do you know that's proof? The Mexican women are with the Mexican men that go to Home Depot and make $0 to $20 or whatever per day, and they find happiness. Now, how could our sisters earn so much more money and not find happiness? That is a systemic thing. Could you imagine if the Mexicans were getting it the way that these women were getting it? You think they would still live 3-4 couples to a whole home? Probably so. Or they would buy a few homes and just live in one. Like, you know, we just lost all of the what it means to be together, to grow together. And I understand, you know, once you start achieving and accomplishing things, you kind of may have a, you know, tendency to change whatever, but that should not take the free aspect of this right here out of your life.
Right now, I still don't have it. I thought I would be married with kids right now. I thought I would be a wife right now. I thought I would be on my yacht with my husband and my multi-billion.
You could just take the millions and the billions out, because that's what hurt the relationships. All you needed was that husband and that kids and those kids. But they're the ones that add the millions and the billions to being in a relationship. The Hispanics don't do that. All the other poor ethnic people don't do that. Need millions and billions to make a baby and send that baby to college. It's embarrassing, man.
Be further than I am right now. I still don't have it. I thought I would be married with kids right now. I thought I would be a wife right now. I thought I would be on my yacht with my husband and my multi-billion dollar company and do it. Of course, I've done great things. Of course, I have an amazing, fulfilled life right now, but it looks a little different. It looks a little different.
That is not the way we would like to hear you say that. We would like to hear you say, why? Why don't you have that? What could possibly be stopping a good-looking, good pussy having, swag running, successful business having? What could stop that? Such a free thing in life. What could possibly stop it? Okay? You can't say, these niggas out here trying to get child support and all that shit. You can't use the same thing that y'all use, because the men, they go out there and they make their money and they get with somebody. And yeah, they get put on child support and all that. You don't have that problem. You don't have nothing to worry about. Why would you not be with somebody?
My multi-billion things that God has coming, because they're coming. There's so many things in my life, you guys, that I thought I would have, or I would be further than I am right now. I still don't have it. I thought I would be married with kids right now. I thought I would be a wife right now. I thought I would be on my yacht with my husband and my multi-billion dollar company and do it. I have an amazing, fulfilled life right now, but it looks a little different. It looks a little different. What parts in your life look different? What parts? Where did you thought you were going to be right now? What did you think you were going to have? Whether it's finances, whether it's that family, whether it's that job, whether it's that promotion, whatever you thought, stop holding on around it in his.
We are fucked up. I think Mexican women some shit like this. For what? At the Home Depot. She goes and she stands on the free food line, make sure they got big bags of rice and onions and shit in the house. They live in a house with 3 other couples. And they believe in God, just like this bitch.
Family, whether it's that job, whether it's that promotion, whatever you thought, it's about the purpose and the vision. And LTTA fam.
We are fucked up, guys. As long as you niggas heard the prayer, then you know how fucked up we are. If they got to use all that, pimp, because I don't see why they just can't say, yo, a good man got you. They try to put something above us players. You understand? Yeah, my gladiators in the building. Love is love.
Symptoms of bowel endometriosis. Let's talk about it. Before we get into it, hello, beautiful people. My name is Destiny Marie. I'm the creator of Black Men Feel Pain Too, and I have endometriosis. So I took about a week off. My period came. It has gone. I am feeling better. I am living my very best life in my follicular phase. So that's where I've been. That's why I've been MIA. When my period is on, just count me out. Just totally count me out. But we are back. We are still finishing the conversation of bowel endometriosis. Again, the blog post last week was all about bowel endometriosis. So this week, today, we're going to talk about the symptoms of bowel endometriosis. What I have listed on the blog post, symptoms of bowel endometriosis, we have painful bowel movements, chronic constipation or diarrhea, abdominal cramping or bloating, rectal bleeding, nausea and vomiting, and pain during sex. Personally, I have all of those symptoms. Every single.
Tried to tell you niggas, class is in session. I know y'all don't like the gross part, but what is the important part? Pain during sex. Self-admitted. That's where you come into play at, player. The sex part. And if it's painful for her and pleasurable for you, are you really getting the most out of it? Now, we would say, yeah, we don't give a fuck. But she actually supposed to be loving you more, not hating you more because of a painful experience. It's very dangerous work. And it's stuff that you guys just, you would never even know exists. So we bring this sort of information to you guys because we know you niggas don't know shit. No disrespect.
Nausea and vomiting and pain during sex. Personally, I have all of those symptoms, every single last one of them. I have the painful bowel movements, more so constipation and or diarrhea. That one kind of alternates. It just kind of depends on the month, I guess.
You fucking niggas. You niggas let people like this run you. You let people like this talk that shit to you.
First, the abdominal cramping and bloating, endobelly for sure, rectal bleeding, nausea, I don't throw up, and then the pain during sex. Now, all of these symptoms also are just regular schmegular general endometriosis symptom.
Regular schmegular. So if you use the Pussycat Facts report, you'll find out this stuff is regular schmegular. If you find out to act, certain things that's on the Pussycat Facts report, you'd be like, wow, that's regular schmegular for you? And you say to yourself, damn, well, can I rock with you when you're feeling at your best? Because seems like I need to know if regular schmegular is you feeling bad, you should let me know when you're at your best. I would like to deal with you then. So you come past all of the painful intimacy and all other things. Well, you think this person is happy? No. So you're the burden of depression and certain feelings and things like that. You guys don't get it. Let's go.
But specifically when we're looking at things like the rectal bleeding and the chronic constipation or diarrhea.
Come on, man. Rectal bleeding, son. Who the fuck is happy? Who is happy with if they had a situation like that? And you're just sitting around and you're chilling and you may be watching some TV and somebody with rectal bleeding they're orbiting your atmosphere and throwing shit at you, just saying shit. Well, you don't know what's on people's mind, but you don't know what's going on inside either, because this is what they won't talk about. And you say, well, damn, they talk about everything. No, they don't. Don't fool yourself.
Yeah, those can kind of be red flags that endometriosis may spread to the bowels.
I remember one time, I got to talk low. This is about my gladiator. I remember one time the bitch said, oh, I tell my sister everything. I said, bitch, please. Fuck you think you talking to? Who you think you talking to? I know something you don't tell her. And she was like, oh, that I don't fuck you or whatever you said, blah, 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 something dealing with, fucking me or whatever, which I don't care about, but she knows. She don't, she do it when she want to do it or whatever the case is. And that's fine by me. But don't act like you tell your sister everything. That's a goddamn lie.
Intestines. We'll be back tomorrow for sure to finish the conversation about bowel endometriosis. And I'm also going to give y'all some updates of what's been going on with Black Men Feel Pain too. Until tomorrow, love you, bye.
I know that was a rough story.
Let's talk about bowel endometriosis. Hello. My name is Destiny Marie. I am the creator of Black Men Feel Pain.
Oh, that's that girl. That's the same one. That's actually the same person.
You may have bowel endometriosis if you experience any of these symptoms. Constipation.
Now, remember, I never really had never really cared about going to Europe or England, anything like that. But these are real black people. The people in Britain or wherever the fuck, these are blacks just like us. They go through everything we go through. I mean, everything. Almost make me want to go over there and go to the, the black areas or whatever, because these people are just like us. They wear wigs and the same hairstyle, and it's everything. It's crazy.
Extreme bloating, pain in your pelvic area. So my pelvis is already sore due to the endometriosis, and when I'm constipated, it makes the pelvic pain worse. And because my pelvis is so tight, it makes the constipation also worse. Pain in your lower back, pain when you open your bowels. Yeah, not fun. Digestion problems, and you may also experience bleeding from your back passage.
Sorry, guys.
I would have pain with bowel movements, and I mean razor blades, horrible abdominal pain. I have to brace, I need to Lamaze breathe through it. And I remember talking to my primary care physician about it, and she was like, why don't you try a stool softener? And now that I've had the journey that I've had, and I've talked with so many friends, it almost angers me, makes me want to scream how many times I've heard someone have horrible female issues, whether it's fibroids, adenomyosis, or endometriosis. And at some point, a doctor told them, why don't you try a stool softener? And I don't know how to help a doctor understand the difference between this pain and constipation.
I'm literally about to pass out from this pain.
So what are they talking about? How complications with the box can expand or morph into other areas of the body. And when you don't want to be honest, when you don't want to tell the doctor, yo, doctor, this is all based out of my pussy. Let's start there with it. Then the doctor try to give you a stool softener. He believes that, you don't want to, if you're not going to tell him, you don't want to talk about it. What the fuck you want him to do?
As it hurts so bad, I don't think the stool softener is the solution.
That is not what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say, no, doc, my pussy fucked up. That's why I titled it shit they don't want to talk about. You understand? It's tough, man. I don't want to gross anybody out, but when you start to go down this rabbit hole, you realize, well, not only are these people fucked up to their own bodies, they're so dishonest because it's the precious area. So they won't really be honest until they're damn near dying.
Endometriosis, girls, let's talk about this comment, the electrocuting pain in the bowels. So I had an MRI, and on my MRI it said that
I didn't know England and Britain was fucked up like this, just like us.
didn't have any bowel lesions. I've got deep infiltrating endometriosis, which is basically severe endometriosis, as well as that I've got adenomyosis, and I've also got blocked fallopian tubes, and I've got something.
Whoa, ma'am, slow the fuck down. Slow the fuck down. We got to break that down, guys, because it's very rare that you could be in this sector of the misfortunes of the pussy, and they'll throw in some other stuff. She says she has blocked fallopian tubes. Do y'all know what that means? I've taught class on that many times. So when you see people just saying it like it's willy-nilly, ma'am, blocked fallopian tubes, 80% is associated with chlamydia and gonorrhea. You're just saying it like it's just a easy old thing. You know, you got to follow that by saying, well, I'm in the 20% that didn't have the blocked fallopian tubes due to chlamydia or gonorrhea, because I know 80% of the people that do have blocked fallopian tubes, that is the cause. That's why I say, man, these people, you just can't deal with the lies. You know, they're gonna lie.
Endometriosis, which is basically severe endometriosis, as well as that I've got adenomyosis, and I've also got blocked fallopian tubes, and I've got something called kissing ovaries. So kissing ovaries are essentially when your ovaries basically they nearly touch, but they don't actually touch, and your bowels basically in the
Magical family, I've never heard of kissing ovaries. They got me, man. They got me. I've never heard of kissing ovaries. They got me with that. Wow.
Well, this is what my consultant told me. So, like, obviously, I'm not a medical professional, so don't take this as face value, but this is what my consultant told me. So the reason he thinks my bowels are involved, and I won't fully know until I have a laparoscopy. I mean, my endometriosis did show up on my MRI, so yeah, it did definitely show up on my MRI. But he thinks,
damn, that's a rare case as well, guys. A lot of times you can't see the endometriosis with the MRI. A lot of times they can't see it. They want to, you know, they do this whole liquid thing. It's a whole process, but dang.
The reason why I get these pains is because my ovaries are pretty much squeezing that area. Whether I've got any sort of endometriosis on my bowels, as I said before, it didn't show up on the MRI, but it might show up on a laparoscopy. So yeah, I mean, this symptom is a huge symptom of endometriosis, the shooting pains. I used to get it really bad around my monthly cycle. So I used to get this pain all the time. It has eased off slightly, and I still do get it. But the only way that I can describe it is it's like a lightning bolt. And it's so painful. Like, you have to like almost clench your hands and squeeze your eyes just to use the toilet. I mean, this is just, and you know, for years I thought this was normal. I knew it wasn't normal, but I just sort of lived life like it was normal, because
that's why we call them gladiators, the toughest people you ever seen in your life. They are tough. You got to give them the toughness credit, man. These are tough people, man. Listen, we give women credit of being the toughest people we ever seen. You know, when it comes to all of the real body stuff, not doing something to anybody. I'm just talking about just dealing with pains and, you know, having babies, all the real shit, the tough shit, man. Even getting their ass beat. Even getting their asses beat. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I saw a video of the white girl that got beat up in Cincinnati, and she got, you know, black and blue eye and a busted lip. They said that bitch took a Uber home. I said, damn, that's a gladiator. These bitches are tough.
kept saying, well, actually, we've done this test, we've done that test, we can't find anything. But yeah, it's absolutely not normal. When you need to go to the toilet, you shouldn't feel any pain or discomfort unless there's something wrong. So if anyone else gets this, let me know. But yeah, it's not normal.
Yeah. Let's read a comment or two. Some girl named Samantha says, it literally drops me to the floor. My endo and my adenomyosis, whatever, has shown on ultrasound. Which ultrasound, transvaginal or the MRI? Awaiting surgery now. I had a colonoscopy and nothing in there. Shit. I have never heard of kissing ovaries. My mind is literally trying to visualize the picture. Damn, time to do some research. I feel like someone has stuck a knife up in my back passage and the knife touches my stomach. Only the TV, transvaginal ultrasound, and being diagnosed with anomiosis. So she had the transvaginal ultrasound, and this woman had the MRI. My endometriosis had made one of my ovaries stick to my bowel. I'm waiting for surgery, and I'm gonna need a stomach bag if they can't save my bowel. My MRI didn't show anything major. I was covered in the adhesions, especially to the bowel. New endo on both ovaries. Yeah, this nigga Bama said, is this a show of dominance? Yes, it is, brother. I like that. Was good.
Hello, so I wanted to talk about this since I had a couple of questions. This is going to be a long video, so scroll if you're not interested.
Like I said, fam, when you see sisters or bitches on TikTok or wherever, you see a certain swag. But when you watch them over here, you see a certain lag. You understand me? The truth. Power.
So this is about my bowel fusing to my abdomen wall. So basically, what happened before that is, so I was diagnosed with endometriosis.
Gotta start there, guys. You gotta start where it starts, at the box. Okay? That's where everything starts. If you don't maintain there, things can go everywhere. That's the point I'm trying to let y'all know. And why does that happen? It's what they don't want to talk about. Don't want to say, look, man, my pussy fucked. They don't want nobody to know. Until it's just dire. Like, yo, I gotta go get a blood transfusion. Yo, ma'am, that was because your fibroids was taking all the blood from your body. No, I thought I could handle it. They don't want to talk about it. Why? Because the men gonna find out.
And I had multiple surgeries, probably like, I don't even know, 5 or 6. I can't quite remember because I've had 19 surgeries. But
damn, 19 surgeries, Bama. Bama, you want some box that had 19 surgeries, Bama? Any player in the whole wide world, fuck it. I'm going on the limb. Any player in the whole wide world with everything even, and you have extra sisters around that did not have 19, would you take the 19 surgery bitch? Let's play the game fair. Let's play the game all the way fair. Give this woman a fair chance. No, we got people that's like you and people that's not like you. And you say men will do anything, let's see him pick you. And I'm willing to say any man in the world. Okay? Now, yes, you can do him first without telling him, and then after he do you and he, you might have had a great time, and then you tell him, he may be like, I guess I'll take the free pussy. You know what I'm saying? Damn sure won't be excited, but he'll still do it, I believe. You ain't got no disease and no shit like that, and you smell nice, and you're not keep yourself nice or whatever. Not this, I guess, this shit on your head. I don't know.
they did excisions and things like that. And it just kept coming back, obviously. So
I ended up getting a full hysterectomy.
Damn, man, I don't got my damn. As a matter of fact, let's put that in there. Just give me a second, guys. Man, this woman has no engine, no transmission. Bitch ain't got shit up in there. So you know what we need for that. I gotta upload that real quick. Sorry about that. We had to take that time. Let's play that back.
Ended up getting a full hysterectomy.
Okay. That's a problem, sis. Ma'am, you ain't got no insides. Man. But you gonna talk shit to my players out here. Wild behavior. This is an official sex toy. She has nothing else to offer but a good time.
Uterus and everything else, but they left my ovaries, which is a big mistake, and I'll tell you why.
Right. Why would they take the engine, the transmission, and everything out and leave the damn radiator? What the fuck you leave the radiator in the shit for?
Ovaries, which is a big mistake, and I'll tell you why. So the surgeon that I had was the doctor that delivered my child. Which
Oh man, I'm gonna move on because you never know what was the conditions of that baby, man. Because they don't care, man. Let me be the one to tell you, they don't care how that baby came out. All right. I ain't trying to gross you niggas out like that.
All right, you guys, it is time to get a little bit vulnerable and talk about really what's been going on in my life for the past few months. Almost.
It's time to get vulnerable. It's time to get vulnerable. Well, over here at the class, we say why women don't talk about it. We know why. But you're trying to get vulnerable. That is a lie. You need to sit the men down that you made love to. Sit them down and tell them this vulnerable story. Don't tell us on the internet. It's when you know you're dealing with phonies, players.
Been going on in my life. All right, you guys, it is time to get a little bit vulnerable and talk about
I gotta get my
what's been
tea.
going on in my life for the past few months, almost a year. As some of you may or may not know, I've been dealing with endometriosis and fertility issues, and it has honestly taken a huge toll on my body and my mental health. So it's actually been a little while since I got on here and spoken about it because the situation has took a turn that honestly I was not expecting, but I know that God will take a hold of this situation and everything will be okay. Now you're probably wondering, like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, I thought everything went well. I thought the surgery went well. Like, what's going on? Honestly, I am asking myself the same exact question. Here's the gist. So I am 4 months post-op. Just a little recap, my surgery was about like 6.5 hours long. So it was a very long surgery. After that, they had told me that, pretty much everything went well, which it did. The surgery did go well. I came out fine. But they had told me that that they got rid of all, if not most, of the endometriosis. I felt like, okay, now we can take a step forward in what it is to trying to conceive a baby. I have been trying to conceive naturally, and I must say it has not been easy, and obviously have not been able to conceive. I had an HSG test. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but basically it's a test to determine whether or not if my right tube, which was the one that they did not take out, was still open. And that test was a little bit of a fail. Number one, it was super, super painful. As of for that test, they found out that maybe almost like 80% sure that tube is not open. When they told me that, my heart literally sank to my stomach.
Damn, I missed it. What they tell her? I'm sure it was something. I'm sure it was not cool. What did they tell that woman? I was in there arguing with my gladiator for 30 seconds, man. That's why I missed it. I was supposed to bend back.
This was a little bit of a fail. Number one, it was super, super painful. As of for that test, they found out that maybe almost like 80% sure that that tube is not open. When they told me that, my heart literally sank to my stomach. And I just felt like I just had to start from zero all over again. I felt absolutely hopeless. I felt like my world was just dooming in front of my eyes. But it doesn't end there. She told me that I might have to possibly go into another surgery, which is awful because to me, surgery was the worst possible thing that could happen, right? Who wants to go in surgery again? Like, let's be honest. When I tell you guys, I could not stop crying. Like, I just kept crying.
What I teach you niggas, and I'm going to continue to do it. Don't worry about it. I taught you when is the only time that crying is real from a gladiator. It's only one time in the whole wide world. I don't give a fuck if the bitch mother died. There's a cry that's worse than that. That's realer than that. Okay?
Again, like, let's be honest. When I tell you guys, I could not stop crying. Like, I just kept crying, just thinking to myself, like, why me? Like, I'm so young.
What I teach you niggas, why me? Why me? Now, why is that important? Because they say, why me to God? Like, why you do this to me, clown? But then they say, well, you just got to follow God's plan. Well, ma'am, you just playing with God. See that?
Not stop crying. Like, I just kept crying, just thinking to myself, like, why me? Like, I'm so young. Like, why is this happening to me?
Why is what happening? Why is what happening, players? Why is what happening? Please let me know. If they taught our youth to be a leftist, decenter the players, have independence and autonomy over the body, why would you even need your box to work? For the men. Why would you be crying? You ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna die today or tomorrow. So your box being fucked up, why would it make you cry if you've been taught to mistreat players? You know what? I like this video. I'm gonna have the Queen Maker talk to her. I'm gonna have the Queen Maker talk to this woman. I like it.
Just kept crying, just thinking to myself, like, why me? Like, I'm so young. Like, why is this happening to me? I'm barely even 21 yet. I turned 21 this August, so I just thought to myself, like, this can't be possible. How is this happening to me? One thing I've learned to do is to not question why God does what he does, because
what I tell you, what did I tell you? Why me, God? You a clown? Yo, let's follow God's plan. He's the man. Crazy.
To not question why God
That's what you call programming.
does what he does, because God's timing is always right. After that test, my doctor suggested that we have a video chat, and we kind of spoke about what would be the next steps to try to have a baby, right? After she told me, like, okay, so your right tube might not be open, like, what do you want to do next? We have to discuss it. That's really when I felt like, okay, like, this is actually happening. You basically have to go through this whole process all over again. That's really when it hit me. Like, I really have to do this whole thing all over again. Like, I'm laughing because I rather laugh than cry.
That's right.
This is
That's
honestly
right. That's
super
right.
hard for me.
That's
I really
right.
don't even know what to think, what to say, what to feel. My heart is just shattered. But with that being said, I still have a lot of faith and hope that I will have my baby. I know I will be an amazing mom when that time comes. And no matter how long it takes, I will not give up. God knows that's...
There you go. Now you're seeing somebody early on, and a lot of people have this mindset. they have this scenario early on where they, you know, the doctors told them it's like a little child or whatever. Don't do that. You can't do that. And they want to prove to you that yes, they can. What happens? You get a slow baby because they don't care. They just wanted to have a baby. You see? That's what happens, man. That's how you get these slow babies, man. I ain't trying to be funny, but you see somebody like this hell bent, and it's a lot of them that think like that because these things are common and normal. We just ain't have it in our time like this. But when somebody's hell bent on having a seed, they don't care how that seed comes out, and they think it's all cute, you know, when the child is small. But when the child gets big, they start to turn on the child.
Literally all I want right now in my life. I want to be healthy. I want to have a healthy baby. And as bad as it may sound, like, I just want to be normal. I don't know how
I just want to be normal. What I teach you niggas. What that white girl say on her facts report. You know, the other girl got jealous because she had a close to normal report. The other person's box wasn't normal, and they want normal box. Now, if you see this person in the street, you wouldn't believe that, oh, she just wants to be normal. You're going to be like, yo, let me get some of this box, which is fine. But like I always say, when you get past that, right? When you get past the box issue thing and you sit there and you're dealing with somebody who won't talk to you and say, yo, I don't feel normal. She just told us, but she won't tell the man she making love to. Yo, I don't feel normal, you know. I got this and that going on. That man will care for you. You know, but once you don't show the care back, he gonna leave you. And what does that make them do? Don't talk about it no more. I'm gonna keep this a hush-hush secret. Or that man will marry you and care for you. But you would never know if you don't talk about it. You like, yo, this is vulnerable information. Says who? So I'm supposed to be a stupid man that never knows anything. Hell no. Hell no. Yo, my gladiator made me some you know, some rice. I got rice tonight. Got some rice and some corn. And maybe, I don't know, maybe a small piece of chicken or whatever the case is. But yeah, I got this food brewing up, smelling up the house. So, you know, I'm going to go do that. And yeah, I'll come back tomorrow, man. I'm going to work on some AI shit. I'm going to make some more AI videos while I eat or something like that. So thank you guys for watching, man. We're going to use this woman right here. We're going to get her.